Hi viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Learners Podcast. Today, this is the second session with Mr. Fahad from UK. We had a first session last month. In our first talk, we have discussed, rather explored the opportunities for our youth, for our university students to study, to go to the United Kingdom, UK, for higher education. I'm thankful to Mr. Fahad that he has joined us again, and he has promised us in the last episode that he would be available every month for answering the different questions that my viewers would ask him. So, Mr. Fahad, thank you very much, sir, for joining again and sparing your time. I know it was a Saturday, and it's difficult for you to spare the time. Is it your working day today or off day?
It was off. It was off.
It was off. Okay. So you had the home related things sort of for you to do all the day.
Yes, today I was out whole day, and it was busy day today, having been shopping for grocery.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I have received the number of queries or other questions, and I have forwarded you as well. But I would like to discuss those questions here, for the benefit of my viewers who would be attending this webinar. Today it is going to be a not that lengthy session. So just we will be focusing on the question. But my first question is that what is the status of the COVID in your area? Because in Pakistan things are quite better in this regard. The COVID is rather almost. It looks that it has gone. So what's your position?
In UK, especially in Northampton and Southampton, it came back and they locked down the specific areas, and I believe now it's going down. But in London, I live in London, so I haven't heard from last 2-3 weeks that there was a single case which came in for COVID-19. But it's been going good so far. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll be. Be back to our normal life.
Yes, sure. Inshallah.
Okay, sir. The first question, rather more than one viewer have asked me this question. That was the question about the finance from the student point of view. How much finance is required, and what categories of finance, like for getting for admission, for staying there, and for the if we often the bank statement and these sort of. So just tell me quickly, what is the requirement of the finance for our students to get to go in UK?
I would give the example for both degrees, whether someone is coming for undergraduate or someone is coming for postgraduate. For undergraduate, if you are coming to the UK and you have applied to a university for admission and you have got the cash, and you need to further apply for the visa, so make sure that you have how the UK Home Office, they calculate the finance, especially when it comes to bank statement. You multiply 1,012 pound, you multiply with 12, so the figure comes around 10,000 pound. If you multiply 10,000 to Pakistani currency, then it goes probably above 20 lakhs. So I would recommend minimum 20 lakhs. You need a maintenance amount. This is only called maintenance amount that you should have in your bank account for 28 days. So nowadays you don't need to bring the evidences that where did you get this money from. You can only get a letter from your father or your uncle that they can write it for you on the affidavit. They can give that they are gifting you this money for your study purpose. Or if they even don't want to give you that, You don't need to prove anything that where did you get your money from. Also, the second thing, let's say for 1 year fee, 1 year undergraduate fee is, for example, 10,000. Most of the university, they require you to pay 50%, and you pay 5,000 to them. Rest of the 5,000 for 1 year cost, which is still remaining, that 5,000 you also need to show into your bank statement for 28 days.
Okay.
So you have two options. First, you can pay the whole year fee, which I gave an example, maybe less than 10,000. So let's take the example of 10,000. So you can pay 10,000, and then you only need to show maintenance amount, which I've explained should be 21 to 22 lakhs in Pakistani rupees.
Okay.
If someone wants to pay half of the fee, which is 50%, I believe 5,000 pounds, then they can have rest of the 5,000 pound add into their maintenance amount. So that would be another 10 lakhs. So the total amount for the maintenance would be 30 lakhs or 31 lakhs in Pakistani rupees if someone as a student wants to maintain their bank account.
And this is this is the minimum the finance that one is required.
Okay, most of the postgraduate university, like I explained you, I believe in previous webinar, that University of West of Scotland, they have MBA courses in management and finance. The fee they charge is 9,000. So if you pay 50% to them, then you might get your maintenance amount lower than 30 lakhs. So this is the minimum requirement that you need for both courses, for undergrad and the postgraduate. Yes. So if you jump to higher to level 8, then they would there is an extra charge for that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So this seems to be a for a students who belongs to a middle class family, or you can say the low income family, it's difficult for him to afford that much expense.
Really and truly, I would give you true examples, like once they have in our Pakistan, I believe they have their families who can support them. Like, let's say someone says, oh, I have my uncle somewhere in Spain or America, in UK or somewhere. So they can get them to ask for the help, and they can give them the money. The main point is that a student should have that amount into their bank, onto their personal bank account. If they get that type of help from someone, they can still have the money in their account. And with the fee, there are some colleges, if you apply to them, the problem would be, there would be a problem with that. With the university, when you directly come through the university on your visa, you will be allowed to work 20 hours. But if you will apply to a government funded college, then you will only be allowed to work 10 hours per week. So colleges are also cheaper. Let's say if a university is charging you per year fee for 4 years program, per year they are charging you 10,000. And comparatively, if you go to a college, the college the fee, minimum fee would be 4,000 per year. So there is a big difference between the fee of college and people who are even thinking, who are planning to come to the UK, there are many other ways to fund the fee, which I would explain in your further answer to questions. Yeah,
that's good. But the thing is that most of our students, they are interested to go to rather, if someone wants to go for the higher studies abroad, the UK is the first choice for most of the students. So, but the finance plays a no doubt, it plays a very important role. And for example, I have heard as well that there are the people in Pakistan who advise these students in the form of the consultant, you can say, or whatever. they kind of bank statements and these sort of things. I mean, what can you just put some light on these ways to come to UK, and is it legal, or I mean, what's they should do it or not? I mean,
Okay, first thing about you said this is quite expensive for the student who wants to come to the UK and their first choice is the UK. So first I would like to answer that. The student who wants to come to the UK, there is always a scholarship of Commonwealth country. We people, we from Pakistan come in Commonwealth country. So we have a scholarship of £1,000 on the fees per year. We can get that. Also, universities are running programs for bright students. They can apply directly before coming to the UK. You can get this approved. If you, let's say, have distinction in your overall degree, then you can directly apply to the university. I would even take the name of the university who had been granted previously. I've heard from so many students: Queen Mary University, Middlesex University, Westminster University, City University, Greenwich University, Sunderland University, Anglia Ruskin University, London South Bank University, Metropolitan University. So they can go to their websites and they can check. They are offering so many scholarships for international students, so which can help them. For bright students, there is always a help from the universities. They can directly apply to them.
okay.
And secondly, and also there are some charities in the UK. Once a student comes to the UK and they cannot afford that much amount to pay towards their fee, so there are some charities you can directly apply to them. Most of the charity companies, they have quota of selecting 60 people or maximum 100 people per year, and this is purely for international students who cannot afford their fee. So those charities can also pick up randomly to those individuals who are bright and they have good grades. And also, uh, I would also like to explain some which people are not aware of it. That Pakistani High Commission in UK, they have also quota of funding fees for international students. If you apply to their website directly, all of us can find the link easily. We can apply to them directly, and they also have this opportunity for bright students that they can also fund half of the fee. And example was one of my cousin who was studying in Queen Mary University, and he was granted 5,000 per year for his degree, which he has completed in biochemistry. So I
You
have
mean
given the
excuse me,
real example from.
sorry to interrupt you. You mean the website of the Pakistan High Commission in UK?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. You
This
you
this
need to
information is
type.
available there. Okay.
Yes, information is available there. You need to type Pakistani High Commission in the UK, and you
Okay.
will see all the activities and all the icons and everything. You will see everything in there.
Generally in
So
Pakistan, the students what I have seen is they either they go to the consultants who whatever they advise them, they just follow them. Simple as that. They don't. I mean, they say just you. One thing, and second thing is they go to the British Council websites and for the IELTS and these sort of things. So I just think that the Pakistan High Commission, this thing is rather new for me as well.
yeah, and then your next question was about consultants. With consultants, I would suggest all the student in Pakistan who would watch this webinar. When a student is coming from your channel, like you are professor studying, teaching in university, so student wouldn't have a better option than you, that this is only filling up a form and applying to the university, and we can do this ourselves. Consultant's role is only to apply to the university, and they accept the student, they would send a offer letter to a consultant, and consultant will charge a student for nothing. So the student should look around. They should contact the universities directly. They have the number for international students. They can call them directly. They can email them directly. And yes, they should. This is what I would say, that they should be doing this whole process by themselves. Yeah.
Like for higher study, like for at the PhD level, the generally students write to the supervisor. That makes sense. But for the student, one of the mail was that that student was he has passed the A level, and he was. So my question related to his question is as well that if someone is A level, he has done the A level, O level, and the one has done the FSC in Pakistan intermediate. Uh, uh, so who has got the better chances of getting the admission there, and easily he can get the visa and he can even get the scholarship. So is there any difference between these two streams of education?
Yes, there is a big difference in UK. When we met in Pakistan, student when they do A level, so people in the UK, they also have the same, because they do not have that system of doing matric and the system we have. I did in Pakistan, matriculation, and
Yep.
then further you go for intermediate. So here, if even in Pakistan, someone has done A level, they can directly join to a undergraduate degree course. And the difference between FSC, if someone has done FSC, then they will have to first apply for a diploma course, which they will have to pay extra fee for that, and they
Like
cannot
for
join.
example, HND, like HND that is being
Yes,
offered here in Pakistan as well, at Excel HND.
yes, this is
So
the
if
same diploma.
it is, you meant he need to do HND there in UK.
Yes, and then
Apply
they
for
will.
that. Similarly, they can
Yes,
apply for the business students can apply for the ACCA.
business students, if they have done FSC, and they will also apply for that diploma, and then they could be. And let me clear this first for you, that when you apply for the degree, then university first will see your qualification, and then they would say, oh, we are happy to provide you the admission, but we will also recommend you to take this diploma course, which will bring you to the level of the degree course where you can start the degree course. So that is how it works actually.
All right. Okay. Good. Okay. The next thing is for those students who don't have that much finance. Okay, but they want to go and they have the right to go as well. No problem. But thing is this: what are the ways that they can? What is there something? Some way out for reaching UK, and so just
Yes. Reaching the UK is always been very expensive, as we all are aware of it. But nowadays, there is I would explain the category that has been introduced by the UK government in March 2019, which is called startup visa. Students who I would say have ideas, that they want to bring ideas of business that wouldn't cost even a single penny to them, even if they start this category of visa, which is called startup visa. All they need to do is to draft a business plan. And this business plan should be a unique plan. They should mention everything. First, they should give introduction. First, they should start with executive summary. Then they should go for introduction, and then they should come to main body, what they are going to start and how they would start, and what services and products they will going to provide in the UK, and how these services and products will be unique for people in the UK. Then you need to also explain them how your budget, how you will invest your budget, and what's your budget for this business in the UK. And then in the end, you will write a conclusion of all of your business plan, that how it will be effective. You also need to see if there are bad or there are some weaknesses, or comparatively, if in the UK market, the people already have the same business, they also need to search if someone has the same business in the UK already. So government has UKBA, the Home Office has introduced more than 25 endorsement bodies. They can draft this business plan and they can directly apply to them. These endorsement bodies will write them back. If they accept it, they would write them back, yes, we have accepted it. Then students will have to do A1 English language test. This is also IELTS test, but this is very simple and very easy. Even a student who has done a matric in Pakistan, he can even pass this test because this is so simple and easy. This is not like a academic or general IELTS test. This is called A1 English language test. So they also need to have 945 pound, which is like, if I calculate this amount into Pakistani rupees, it will be approximately 2 lakhs. This 2 lakhs should be into their bank account for 3 months, 90 consecutive days. They don't need to even withdraw a single penny from there, from the account. This amount should be into their bank account for 90 consecutive days. And now once they have approval from the endorsements body, they can directly apply for this category to the Home Office. They can go to the Home Office website, they can type startup visa category and they will see the option there, apply, and they can start filling up the form. And they need to also upload the response from the endorsements body, which has been which have their affiliation with the UK Home Office. So also, as well as they need to submit their bank statement for last 3 months, they need to submit their A1 in English language test, their business plan, and the first if their visa will be approved, then they will be granted 3 years visa. In 3 years visa, they can come to the UK, they can research the market, whether the business plan they first submitted and it was approved, is it effective or not. But they should bear in their mind that that is the only business they can start on that visa category. They cannot change any business plan. They will have to
definitely,
follow.
if they have the fund, definitely if they have the fund, they will go for that. And okay, this seems to be a quite a workable way. I mean, for the students. Okay, is there any age limit for this? Those who have graduated.
There is no age limit. There is no age limit. But if they have any kind of, let's say someone wants to set up a fashion designing, or someone wants to open a hotel management related hotel business, or this is something called fast food or designing or any electrical or IT, then I would prefer that they should have a short courses or long courses related to the their field, which will also boost up their profile to UK VI, and they will also consider that the student also has the degree in the same field.
Okay, but the thing is, in our country, like for example, according to the thinking of the people living here, do you think what I could understand is that they need for this visa, all you need is an idea, business idea. Is that so? If someone is having, like for example, any student or anyone who has got already has the experience in that industry, that is not that important. Is that? Like someone is working in a hotel industry or someone is working in IT industry, but if he is submitting the idea is important. His experience is also equally. I mean, that will put a value in it or not.
Yes, if someone hasn't got the idea and degree in the same field, it is not going to affect the idea and the visa category. But if you have experience and degree, and then you have that idea and you are submitting all those evidence together, then it will be plus point, and you would have more chances to get your visa.
All right.
And And the main thing I was coming on that, once they will be granted 3 years visa, they will have to invest £50,000 in the UK, but it has to be gradually. It doesn't has to be a full amount of 50,000 that they will have to invest in one go. So they will have to spend that money gradually, and they will also be allowed to work full time in the UK. They can work full time in the UK. They can earn the money and they can do the business. So there are both opportunities here for them in the same
Okay,
visa category.
where a person can who is staying at home and not going to the consultant, how can he get this information? The
They
detail
can
about this.
easily, I would give a very honest opinion. They can go to online on Google. They need to simply type startup visa category for UK, and very first website they will see for UK VI and startup visa. They can click on that, and all the information, overview, requirement, eligibility, apply, English language requirement, funding requirement, how to apply, everything is there step by step, and they should read properly and they can apply themselves there. Yeah.
Okay, startup. It's mean a person who doesn't have any money, but he has got an idea. He just submitted that idea, and on the basis of that idea, will get the not only will get the funding there, or
No funding, he will have to arrange by himself.
okay, this is a confusion that I wanted to clear. He will not only get the visa, but he will have to have enough funds to start that venture there.
Yeah.
And how much is that?
£50,000, which is approximately 1 crore in Pakistani rupee.
It's a big amount.
But that is what I explained, that they don't need to show this amount into their bank account when they are coming to the UK. They can come, they can research, they can work, and then they can gradually open the business. They can start investing the money into the business gradually. So people can even work here first full time, make money, and then invest money into the business. They can
And they
also
don't need to show that 1 crore 40,
first.
50,000 before at the time of applying for visa.
No.
They will not even ask, visa office will not ask that, do you have this much amount?
This is they always have discretionary power. If they say, do you have this amount? Then of course, if you say no, they will refuse the visa. But there is no category, there is no requirement that you should have this £50,000 into your bank account when you are applying it.
All right.
And there is no interview for this visa. You have interview for student visa. If you apply for student visa, there is an interview. They would call you for interview. But for this visa category, there is no interview.
All right. Okay. Okay. Next question is another question was it was related to the IELTS. Are there universities in UK which are not required, in which the IELTS is not a requirement?
University who would offer the course without IELTS, they have their own English language system. They will offer you to take that English language exam online, and if you pass that, this is quite flexible and easy than IELTS. If you sit for that exam online, and then if you pass that, then university, like I would give example for BPP University. If they have that course, English language online test, if you sit for that, you need to have 50% marks. If you get that 50% marks, they will offer you for their big degree plan. Also, there are some university like University of West of Scotland. If you do not comply with their criteria, then they have their 3 months English language course. They would ignore your IELTS result, whether it's 5 band or 4 band. They would offer you their English language course, but there would be an extra charge of that. Maybe it's in about 2 years ago, it was £2,700, 2,700, which is nearly 5 lakh in Pakistani rupees. or more than that. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I would like to give overall like the way we have did our discussion. When student they come to the UK, they first apply. I agree with all of them that they think about the fee and finances, everything. Definitely they should be worrying about this. Once they arrange that and come to the UK, there are jobs for them. UK market is always open for the job, and they can get a job easily, and they can start making. When I came in the UK, and my family paid my first fee, and since then I completed my education. I earned money from the UK, and I paid for my fees. So the student who wants to come to the UK, they only need to think for their first deposit for the fee, and once they arrange that, will be granted the visa for UK. Then they have opportunities that they can earn, they can get scholarships, they can find so many fields that they can join. In relation to the jobs, in the start, if someone is interested to join a fast food industries, there are jobs in there. If someone wants to join a IT industry on part-time basis, there are also jobs in IT. And if, let's say, someone is interested in law, there are many law firms who provide you opportunities that you can join them on part-time basis. They pay you for travel, food, and also your daily basis expenses for your fundamental necessities. And moreover, you also have opportunities working in sales area, retail market. There are so many stores, Sainsbury's, Morrison, Asda's, Tesco, Lidl, LD. You can find a job in these stores easily, and it's not that much kind of a hard work which people think that they will have to do. Once you come to the UK, you can easily make your ways to fit into the atmosphere and fit into the market of the UK. Also, the education system, people, they think that English is not their first language, but they will struggle to learn. Bear in your mind, people should also need to understand that the UK universities has design their courses to understand to all the students who are from any background whose first language is not English. They can easily get into the course. They can score a good score in there, and there are also learning opportunities within the university. All the teachers and professors and learning places in the universities, they individually treat you if you have any difficulties. You can book your appointment, you can always see them, and they guide you, they teach you. So everything is there. You just need to keep waving your hands for opportunity. You just can't sit and say, oh, someone will come and provide the opportunity in the UK. You always have to do something. You need to find something. You need to go to get the opportunity. So you can, when there is an example that when you want to be somewhere, you can be, if you have your clear vision, and you have a can-do attitude, you can always do whatever you want to do in your life. This is what
But for
I would say.
just Mr. Fahad, for a person who's going UK for the first time, definitely the cultural differences and all the things, information. It's a totally a new environment for a person. How many days you think it would take for him to get a job? I mean, even the ordinary job. And where he should contact, he should contact some student affair department in the universities, or I mean, who will help them, if he doesn't have some friend or a relative there. So
best thing for them is Best thing for them, they need to look into the market in the UK. For any job, when you go to, it's online, and they pick you from online forums, and they see your CV. You don't need any reference to get a job in the UK. As I would give my example, since my first job in the UK, I did not had any kind of reference in the UK. I applied online and I got the job. Even in law field, I applied it and I got the job. So, in any field you want to have job in, you need to apply online. Or if you like are looking in the start cash in hand work, you can also go step by step into grocery shops or the shops like who don't advertise their jobs. You can drop your CVs individually to them, and you should have your mobile number on it. And also, first step that you should keep in your mind when you come to the UK, very first day, once your plane land to the Heathrow Airport, you come out from the airport, you need to apply for your national insurance number. National insurance number and the bank account are the most important two things that will allow you to work in the
That's
UK.
the job. Yeah.
For national insurance, you can get the number online. You call them, you give your details to them. My name is this, my date of birth is this, and you can give them the address. Let's say you are going to live with your friend, or you're going to live at your family place. You can give the same address. They would send your national insurance number there. And once you go to your university, without the university letter, you cannot open a bank account. You go to the university, they would have the session. Once international student come to the university, first 2 weeks, university will only teach you how to get the employment in the UK, how to book open and bank account, how to make a travel card in the UK, how to find a cheapest accommodation in the UK. So all these sessions. The problem is, which I have seen many times, I was previously invited in London South Bank University, where I did my LLB from. My course director, Mr. John, he invited me. And the funny thing I found, which shouldn't be happening with the students, when they come to the UK, they think that if the university has invited them to attend the seminars for first 2 weeks, that they ignore it. They think that, oh, in the seminar they are only going to tell you how the university works, how should you use the library, how to find the employment. And people, they always say, oh no, let us enjoy this week, and we will join the course directly. So I
Actually,
would
in
recommend
our
them, if
country
they come
here,
to
the
the
generally these kind of the seminars, we say the orientation sessions, definitely in which our universities are normally tell about their system basically. So that is, I mean, they are not familiar with this thing, new thing. Like if they are helping them, it's good thing. They're like student affair department. They definitely they are there to help them. Then it's good thing. Then they have the, I mean, the support there. Okay, Mr. Fahad, thank you very much for I mean, for giving that much time. And we have the answers here for the number of questions that I had. So inshallah, in the next meeting, we will be having the more discussion on the different things related to the student stay in the UK. So we have learned today, if I very quickly just review it, that you need a person who wants to go there. He should have the proper finance. He should follow all the legal procedures that are required. And if he has not enough finance, then the other option is the scholarship opportunities. And for that, he can apply it through the Higher Education Commission in Pakistan and the universities which are offering these facilities. And the next one is another thing is the entrepreneur visa, in which the person will submit the idea, and with that, on the basis of that idea, he can get an opportunity to go UK, where he can start that business by his own funds. But after he doesn't have to, I mean, start it immediately after reaching it. He will simply go there and stay there. I mean, even he can earn there, and after that he can start. So this was enough for us for our queries to be answered. So thank you very much, sir. So
You're always
okay, viewers.
welcome, and we will continue this session for students.
Yeah, sure.
Inshallah, in future. Yes. Yeah.
I really
Okay.
appreciate.
Thank you.
I really appreciate. Okay, viewers, thank you very much. So this was all for this episode. So please give your comments, and if you have any queries, so I will be again. I will be adding the link here for your queries. So please like, share, and subscribe our channel.